Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Panda and in today's video we are going to be having another look at CSC, also known as Crypto Space Commanders. This is completely free for you to play and you can download it at Steam. I have done a introduction into CSC. If you would like to check that out, I'll link it up above and down below in the description. I really do like this. They are now working on putting out a lot of updates, and I'm hoping that this is going to kick off a little bit more because I'm at a place in this game where I'm just going on to do my refineries and mining like small bits of resources. So today I'm just going to be showing you guys who are new a half decent mining setup. So it won't be the one that you can start with. You will need to get a little bit of GRP to get it, but I will be showing you how to set it up, talking a little bit about setups and all of that fun stuff. I'm going to choose the Vanguard SE. So you will get the Vanguard SE after you pass a certain level on the assignments. Can't remember what level it is on the assignments, but as you work through the assignments, you will unlock a Vanguard SE. Gonna board that. First thing we need is power. So I'm just gonna type over here, power. Right. So you will probably have like the GFI standard power core, which should be fairly okay for you to use. Won't be the best, but I would also work towards getting one of these solo condensers, and that will increase your recharge, power recharge rate, which you will want to be increasing. So far with just the power available, that doesn't do like draw anything, so that's why that's on 0. But when we put this in, it gives us recharge rate, but it does take use up some of our power. There are others as well. I do think the Lazarus is probably one of the better ones. It uses less power draw. It doesn't give as much. And we'll just have a little look at the price difference because it's been a while since I've looked at the prices. And I'm trying to just use tier 1 stuff so you guys can buy it. So this, okay, this is really easy. You could buy one for 6 GFC. Probably don't want to go over there. Buy one for 7 GFC over in GFI home. Or for GRP is 18,000. Now I would say personally, maybe if you put in a buy order of around 12,000, somebody might fulfill it. They might not, but I would say someone's put one in for 1,000. No one's going to fulfill that. No, they're not doing that. But if you put it a little bit lower than the lowest one, somebody might fulfill it. And then the other one, there we go, tier 1. Okay, 7.4 GFC. I don't like these 0.4 ones. Like, just round it up. And okay, cheaper in GRP. There you go. So I feel like maybe I should keep a count on how much GRP this is. So then at the end, we can go. So I'm going to go with the GX condenser for you guys. And I'm going to say that, in all fairness, this is like the cheapest one. Like, look at that. And then it goes up to that price. So grab that. Right, so now we've got our main power and we've also got recharge rate right here. There are a few other good ones, and these are 1x1s as well. This one, the Apophis, is pretty good. I don't know if I've got a tier... There we go, I do have a tier 1. We'll just have a little look at that. So it gives you a lot of recharge rate. Like, that's a very high, but it does draw a bunch as well. And I believe it's quite... Yeah, you're looking at over 200,000, so I wouldn't suggest that. Work towards it because they are really, really handy, especially when you get slightly bigger ships. They can come in handy when you've got like weapons and stuff. Right. So, oh, for this one we use the GFI, so you should be fine on that. Right, so we've got those. Now we need so the best mining beam that I suggest new people to start with is a thermal. Thermal Algard. Algard is very, very good. Now, I only have Oh, here we go. I've got some tier 2s here. So you'll be using like a tier 1. Yeah, so the tier 1 will use less power. I'm just double checking here. So it will use, like it will draw less. Thermal tier 1. Now you can obviously buy for GFC. I'm only going to be looking at the GRP. So we've got somebody, again, this is one person at this price. I think I'm going to put 15,000. Because I feel like that's more of a reasonable price. I'm just going to look at tier 2s. Because sometimes people, yeah, tier 2s are a very similar price. Some people put the tier 2s lower because they know that people are using the tier 1s to get their crafting up. And we'll do like a whole series on crafting at a later date. So as you can see, we've got hard points down here. It's now saying 1 out of 3. So mining and weapons use up your hard points. Things like your shields and stuff like that won't. We're gonna have a look at shields. So you guys should start out with like the GFI standard. Now, there's 2 that I would suggest to go get, which is either a Kindled or a Devil. They are both very, very nice. The Kindled is better, in my opinion. Show you the difference. So a Kindled tier 1 will give you shield recharge rate 66, total shield 4,770, and a Devil will do recharge rate 46, total shield 3,600. It uses less power though, so we'll go with the Devil. We've got our shield in there. We've got 1 thermal beam. I would also say I need to see the price of the Devil as well. Yeah, so it's the R1 Iron Shield. R1. And they are a little bit more expensive. Yeah, Kindleds are more expensive. So right now, our power draw is still lower than our recharge rate, which is what we want, but our recharge rate is getting dangerously low. You would also want a booster. Now, the booster most people go with is the Hush. The Hush ones are the tier 1. Yeah, so now our total power draw is higher. Also the Hush ×3 are very expensive. I don't think you would be using any of these, if I'm being honest. But it is something you should definitely save up for. Now, there are missions where you can get these. They are hard missions, though. Like, you will need a decent weapon. And also, for anybody that may be looking into scanners, the only scanners you need to worry about are the Xeno pulse scanners, the Electrum scanner, and then a Trilight scanner. Only get a Trilight scanner if you are in like a Prometheus class ship, and you can definitely go out into the really dangerous areas of space. So if you're a beginner and you're looking for this sort of stuff, don't worry about it. You will have like the base alpha scanners. I don't bother with those. They can be a little bit handy to just know if rocks have anything in, but they won't really show you what kind of resource it is, and they take a long time to recharge, so you could be sat there for a while to just scan a few rocks. And a lot of them are, you click on the rock, you scan it, and it'll say if anything's inside it, and then you have to wait to go mine somewhere else. I would work towards being able to get 2 thermals on here. That's another tier 2. So that has pushed us a little bit over, so you would need another one of these, really. So we're just going to go with this. But if you can afford an additional how much were the thermals? Okay, so if you can afford 83,000 GRP, then get a second thermal and get another one of these. But for now, we're just going to do this. I'm going to show you some mining real quick. Now, because I know a lot of people go to the closest area, I'm going to take us to the second. Just make sure you can see your shield and all of that. So this is the map I was on about, the Galactic. So the lines will be showing us where the gates are that you can travel to. So what I mean by distance is, as you can see, you can go from Sol to GX. GX is quite a few, like that's 11 light years away compared to Proxima, which is only 4, or even Rigel, which is 4. You could go there as well. GL is okay to go to. Maybe if you have enough power to put like one little weapon on there, go with that. But otherwise, you should be fine. Right, so we're going to click here. So this area is where a lot of people will go to because it's closest. This area will definitely have spawns. So we're going to go over here, second one, and click to slipstream. Now, when you get further and further on, you are going to want to stop a little, like a second or two outside of where you're headed, because you don't want to accidentally enter to NPCs. Because we haven't got boosters, we move off really, really slowly. Don't forget to put your shield on when you enter. Now you're only going to be finding mostly just common ores here, maybe some uncommons as well. So far we're only getting iron. Yeah, just iron. And as you can see, nobody's come up yet. We've not seen any guys come over. As soon as you do, like hightail it out of there, it would also be prudent as well to try and save up for a cloaking device, because that will save you so much time, especially in some of like the easier areas. You can just put that on, go to the other side, and like mine like 1 or 2 rocks, and then get out of there. So it should be about five mines. So we do 5 rocks, and then we can head out. And as you can see, we've done mined 5, and so far not had anybody come over and disturb us. Click back over here, and we're gonna head back. This up. Oh, just in time as well. They've come in, and we're already zooming. Oh wait, what are you doing? There we go. Okay, so 5 mines, and it looks like the bad guys come in. So maybe leave it at 4. You got to be ready to leave, because they do zoom in. I also always keep my targets up no matter what. This always just stays here. I don't get rid of it, so I can always keep an eye on if enemies are approaching. And I suggest you do as well, and I will just show you how to do that. So where are you? Here, this one. So over on our UI, we've got targets. Click it on, and you can move this wherever you feel comfortable having it. I like it over here. And the way I brought the resources up is I clicked logs, and you click, hold, and drag, and you can either choose combat if you're fighting or mining. I always have it on mining, and I will just, usually I'm doing like big mines, so I'll drag it all the way down. Most of the time this is just so I can see the scan colors when I'm scanning, but it is nice to just see it there as well. We've also got global chat, trade, guild, private, and system chats. Go to our loadout and transfer all. Yep, we want to undock it all. So at some point I will show you how to set up the Corvette SE, so you will also get the Corvette SE once you've completed the more of the assignments. I can't remember if it's all of them or a certain level. I've forgotten. But also another good thing about the assignments is if you go to loot, and these unlock at different GFI ranks, which are your assignment ranks. You can turn these in and get different things. So there's combat, transport, mining, blueprints, trade-ins as well. So you can trade. Oh, there you go. You can get some of these from turning these in. So I will show you guys a mining setup and show you how we can get some of these. I just want to see. So if you wanted the setup but include a additional DXC1 and an additional thermal beam, then you will want to spend roughly 83,000 GRP. Otherwise, for everything that you saw that I was using, that is 49,000 GRP. I would also work towards getting some form of booster at some point. And also, sorry, I didn't show you guys this. Go, cloak. So, cloaking device, you want a 1x1. There's 2 types that you can go for. 400,000, expensive. Both of these are expensive. Wow, these went up in price. At one point, these used to be like 25,000 GRP. Okay, so you need a lot, so I don't, like, let's ignore that. Although, GFC, they're not too expensive, especially considering you can get like 25 from here. Oh, they've reduced that. That's now 25. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see a combat setup, then let me know in the comments, or whatever. What do you want to see more of in terms of CSC? I would also like to point out, but just in case people are wondering, currently you cannot cash these out for Ethereum. So you can't do in-game marketplace where you can cash your GFC to Ethereum, GRP to Ethereum. What you can do is mint your modules. So if you've got this, you can mint it and you can sell it on OpenSea and make Ethereum that way. And I don't suggest doing it unless you really know the person, but you can do like trust trades. I've done those with people that that I've had contact with for a long time over resources. So I'll give them X amount of resource, they'll give me GFC or GRP, or they'll even send me some Ethereum. I did some, well, I sent like over a good couple of mil of certain resources, and they sent me a helpful module for the game. They are meant to be putting it within the game to be able to cash out to Ethereum, but right now you can't. I would just say focus on building up your resources, getting your GRP up, getting that GFC up a little bit as well by doing the daily, like earning your free lots and stuff like that. I would work on that. I wouldn't think about because you need to look at the marketplace. When it comes to selling things like the modules and ships are fine. You can sell ships on OpenSea. I wouldn't worry about it. Mint a ship and sell it on OpenSea. I would just always check what the market's doing. So we'll always see, what do you have? Then go and look at the most recent sold prices, but also look on how recently they sold. I hope you enjoyed this. Please do leave a comment, subscribe, smash that like button. Don't forget to check out some of my videos here on other blockchain games. And in the description, I will have linked the introduction I did to CSC if you're interested in watching that. And as always, have a good morning, afternoon, evening. Goodbye.